What's up? It's your girl Heiress. I'm back with another video. Welcome back. So today we're gonna be doing a where have I been video because I have been MIA for about 2 months, and in these 2 months there's been a lot going on, a lot of growth, a lot of lessons, and just a lot. And we're gonna get into it today because I made a list. So first things first, where have I been? I have been grieving. Grief hit different when the people that you're grieving are not deceased. They haven't passed, they're not in the afterlife. And it hits even different when the people that you're grieving are not states and states away, because I previously was states and states away from these people, and now I've moved back in the same town with said people. And so it just makes everything a bit more difficult, heartbreaking, just having a hard time understanding, when God starts to like strip you of people and he puts you through this whole pruning process where he strips you of everything and everyone. I had already went through that, right? But then there's another set of people that come into your life after that. And since I had already been stripped of everyone and God was bringing new people in, I was thinking that these set of people were the people that's supposed to stay, become a part of my team, continue with me through the journey. And then those people were also stripped from me. And then I had another set, a smaller group, just like set of two people that I'm thinking, okay, these must be the people who get to stay in my life. They were more aligned with me in that season of my life, super aligned to the point where like these gotta be the people that I'm taking to the end with me. Like these gotta be the people that's going to the next level with me. Like these are my people. And it kind of felt like these set of people, it hurt worse than the first group, it hurt worse than the second group. And it's like, all right, God, where is my people? Like I thought for sure these are the people that you had for me. We had the same values, we had the same goals. It was almost like uncanny. And then God's like, no, I'm your people. Your people is me. And so I thank God is during this past season, these last couple of months of my life has just been helping me master the art of detachment. Simple as that. And at first it really sucked. It really broke my heart because I felt like the weirdness going on. It was a lot of weird activity and I kept being in denial. And actually I had been peeping it for a good year, like the weirdness, the energy, and every time I would bring it to the forefront, like it was like I'd being gaslit to the point where I get on ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT the situation, and ChatGPT be like, no, because this is this and this is this, and me and ChatGPT, once me and ChatGPT get on the same page, it's like it's nothing you can tell me now. And then when I got back here, I seen a lot of stuff like people doing that they don't never do. Like people was doing the weirdest stuff that they never have done before, and it was like a little aha. Or people like to manipulate and throw rocks and hide their hands and all of this stuff. And I'm just very direct with it. Like, what's this mean? What's this for? Who this for? Cause you my friend and we've been this whole time. Like, who this for? So anyway, God kept showing me the story of Esther. But I think he was only showing me the story of Esther to point out who the Haman was in my life. The person who had their own separate plot in the story. The person who had their own mess and but it's just like, anyways, it was revealed to me in a dream. I had 2 dreams during the grieving process because I really wanted to reach out. And then I had pretty much asked God for one more confirmation that the person who was demonstrating or portraying like the Haman character in my story, and I tested it out. Like I sent a little message just to see like what the, you know, what's going on, what the vibe is, and boom, like it just became confirmation to me. I said all that to say, like, after I finally let these people go, I felt so much lighter. I felt so much freer. I instantly, that's how you know. Like, once you, I get my closure by sending my closure to people. Like, you don't have to respond to me. As long as I know you felt where I was coming from, you felt the last thing I said, and you understood that, that's my closure. Like, people think you need closure from people. No, you're going to hear what I have to say, and then I'm going to block you, and then I'm going to move on. So I gave myself closure. Like I said, like, one thing I'm not finna do is fake no friendship. You don't like me, you don't have to associate with me. Like, I never knew it was that. I just, like, the dreams, everything was like coming into alignment. Anyways, I figured that out. So I was grieving people. I was hurt real bad, and it felt like the people I was grieving were probably ganging up somewhere, talking crap about me. Like, I digress. Moving on, second thing that happened was my moving from a state to a whole nother state. God has blessed me with a 3-bed, 2-bath home. I'm so excited to be here, and while I'm grieving, I should have been in gratitude. I'm sitting in something I was praying for right now, and I just need to always go back to gratitude when I'm getting in these places of grieving and ungratefulness and what shoulda, coulda, woulda. Like, let these folks go. I feel so much happier, so much freer. It's like as soon as I let them go, I realign back to my purpose and what I'm supposed to be doing and my content and just everything. Why is everybody sending me notifications like right now while I'm on this video? Then 2 weeks after me moving here, my car breaks down. So I lost the people that I thought when I moved back here was gonna be my closest people, like my team, like we was gonna lock arms, be hand in hand through every storm, like it was gonna be me and them, like, you know. Then I turn around and my car breaks down, and I'm like, oh hell, what the hell? I thought God for sure, this was my restoration season. I thought God for sure that when I got here, after I've been through the season of isolation by myself, stripping me, pruning me, that she was gonna dump all the success on me all at one time. And that's just not how it works. That's what you get for trying to make your own plans be God plans. And that was like a big of my struggle when I got here. I wanted to make my plans God plans, and I just had no business trying to be in the driver's seat, and I don't even like to drive. I've always wanted to be a passenger princess, so why do I get, when it comes to me and God, why do I want to be in the driver's seat so bad? I don't understand. So I think God was like, you don't need to go nowhere, because sit your happy down. I was trying to be all over the place when I got here. I was trying to be seen. God was like, no, sit down, shut up, stay inside, get back aligned with me. And I was mad at God. I got very angry at God because I was like, I see what you're doing here, and I'm supposed to have my free will. You're not giving me my free will. You're not letting me, this is what I want to do. I want to do what I want to do it. Just acting like a toddler. And at the end of the day, with me having my own set of children, I know that the reason I don't let you go do something, or the reason, is because I know what the outcome is going to be. And I know I got it even better. And like, oh, because I'm not going to give you that, I got something else for you. And I do this to my kids, and God's always showing me lessons and things through my children. So basically, I was trying to fulfill loneliness with people who don't serve me. And that was the next stage. Now that I'm grieving and I'm sad, let's fill this space, this empty space, and this time I got to sit down, let's fill it with people. And then I was getting drained and just feeling drained and used, and just like, why am I settling just to have somebody in company with me? And I don't even like company. I'm an only child. I love my space. I love being alone. So I couldn't understand. I'm just going through all this stuff. I'm going through everything just to not get in alignment with what God has for me. Just to not, because I'm fighting who I'm supposed to become, and I just don't. I just wanted things to go my way. And so I started having to fast, and every day I just started to wake up and pray, because on my own, with the amount of ego and pride that I have inside of me, where I just want to do me, I want to live my dream, I want to do my life, I want to do things my way, it was never gonna work. And I was like, the only thing I can do is pray that God aligns my desires with his will. So every day I just started getting up and praying, God, align my desires with your will. Align my desires with your will. If people aren't for me, remove them and give me peace about them being removed. And each time I removed someone, or someone was removed and I let go, I gained another part of myself. Like, it just kept feeling like it was making me whole. The more people I let go, the more it was making me whole. And then another thing that God has seriously taught me in these last couple of months is moving in silence. Being silent. Being silent. Silence. And I know this because the people who were removing themselves from me and everything, they used this tactic on me to just be silent. And I'm reaching out and I'm trying to figure out, and and then like, just the silence killed me the most, because it was like, you couldn't even just tell me like what the issue is. You couldn't say. And so now I move that way with people, but I move that way like when people, I know they know what they've done. I had somebody just walk away from me and not say a word about, like, just, they was just one day one way and the next day nothing. Like, we were just this the day before, and then the next day nothing. Heard nothing, knew nothing, reached out, asked nothing. And I know in that moment I was like, I'm sure now that I respond that way to ignorance or people coming in my life trying to drain me, I respond that way. I know how powerful they probably feel. But I've learned the art of silence and being quiet and just removing myself. But I'm the type, before I go silent, you're gonna know. Like, you're gonna know, hey, I can't fake this friendship with you anymore. I don't like it. I've never been a fake ass bitch. I don't like it. We ain't gotta do this. No bad blood. I love you. Hey, I don't know what's going on. I'm clueless. I got a little clue, but I would prefer not to use my own clues to put together a story and a narrative in my head about you that's not true. I would prefer you nothing. Fine. Then those people that I said that I was filling my space with loneliness with them and stuff, when they come around, after I peaked, I was like, hold on, I gotta remove myself out the situation. I gotta be quiet. When I went quiet, they would reach out to me. I went quiet, reach out to me again. I just stayed quiet because it's just like, I don't even feel like I owe this a response. So maybe that's how people feel like to me. Like, maybe they feel like I don't even owe this a response, because you know. But in my situation, it's like the people who be playing in my face know they, like, I'm not one of them. Like, please be so for real. No. But yeah, the more you just stop responding, you figure out that people are only looking for a response and a reaction out of you. And I feel so good not to give it to them. I feel so good to wake up and figure out that the biggest prayer that I need to pray is to align my will with God's, and align my desires with God's will for me. And each and every day that I say it, I'm getting closer and closer to just being at peace with things God says. And then I still need to work on my obedience, because I want 72 confirmations before I move on what I feel like God said. Or it's just like, no, like, I don't know. Me and God, like, I know he tired of me. I know I'm one of his time out children. One of his children, he be like, would you get a grip? Would you get a grip? All this stuff I took you through. All this stuff you didn't, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff you overcame. And you just losing it. Like, you just acting like I didn't create you to be who you are. You acting like you don't know your worth. You acting like you don't have me. And in the midst of it, I just think he just wanted me to know that I have him. I'm his bride. I'm his daughter. I'm his friend. And I don't have to settle for any friendship, idea, situationship, none of that, because I have a father and a husband who thinks the world of me and who jumped in between. Like, I really feel like God was putting oceans between me and folks. Like, when I started getting out here trying to call myself dating and stuff, I'm talking about immediately no. Like, my car literally broke down on the way to a date with somebody. And I was like, huh? You gotta be kidding me. You could have said that another way. You ain't have to take my car. What are you doing? It was hilarious. But the more I grow, the more I glow. Y'all, I just want y'all to stay tuned for this these videos I'm gonna be putting out. My next few videos, like, I'm back doing that, my YouTube thing. I'm almost to 10,000 on TikTok, where I can start getting paid on there. I be batching content out like nobody's business over there. Like, whoop-de-doo. So yeah, it's just like, yeah. So I just look forward to what God has for me right now. And yeah, thank y'all. Just stay tuned, because I'm finna do my apartment tour vlog. My last week in Texas vlog, I've been sitting in my phone for 2 months, so I'm putting that out first, and then it's gonna be the apartment tour, and then it's gonna be like the stuff I'm doing now that I'm here. I just got done doing a photo shoot of myself, like I just said, like, let's get up, let's make this content, let's do this. And yeah, so I just got finished taking a photo shoot, so I'm gonna do a vlog of like me doing my photo shoot and all the stuff and all the things and fall stuff, and we get into it slowly but surely. I love y'all. God loves you more. Go ahead and drop in the comments some things that you learned working on and everything. And I love y'all. Bye.